Hi, I'm Laurie Rose. I am just, in general, a big fan. Of what? Yeah, exactly. Of so many things. So I was like, oh, I need to find a niche. That's kind of impossible for me to be niched down because I like just so much. This is gonna be kind of just a space for girls and guys, I guess, to talk about like nerdy things we have interest in, for like a place to talk about the things we love when we cannot talk about them with people we know. I personally could talk for hours, but I also want to keep my friends. So this is just gonna be like a little introduction video to talk about me, what I plan to talk about in this space. What I am really hoping for with this podcast video thing is to build a community of people who just like love theme parks, love entertainment, love to talk about these things in like both surface level and also kind of deeper ways. People who love these things and love things that are created by others, who want to talk and discuss and be excited about stuff like a new ride, announcements, a new movie, a new show, merch, snacks, just fun stuff. I do want this to be a very positive space. Not saying that I'm not going to be negative sometimes, because you have to have critiques. But I've had so many bad interactions online, which is like kind of crazy for like the Disney fan online community. Part of the reason I left Twitter, formerly known as Twitter, was because I was getting in like almost daily fights with like men about Disney rides. What was that about? Don't know. But I would see a tweet from them and I'd be like, oh, time for me to fight. Do I think these companies are perfect? No, of course not. I think there are valid critiques and times to be complaining about stuff. I love to complain. But at the same time, people can be overly negative about it. I get it. It's great for views. I don't know. It's entertainment. It's meant to entertain you and to be happy and joyful and like enjoy it. And here's another thing, is that it just won't always be perfect. I know we want it to be. I think we look back, especially on our past, and we think of it as like this perfect thing. And it probably wasn't. It's just like you were a kid, so you thought it was perfect. So we need to be a bit more kinder to the things that are happening today. And even in the past. And in the future. Oh, I've got critiques. You will hear them. Do not worry. I'll probably cover like movies, TV shows, video essay style, tips and tricks for various things. Books as well. I made a book video months ago. I'm not gonna lie. I've read almost none of those books. Have I read books? Yeah, I have. None of those, though. Which is kind of embarrassing for me. So we'll see about follow-up, because none of those books just have interested me. Currently, I'm reading Dungeons and Dating. Again, a book not on that list. This is so off topic. Hold. Back on the focus. I will be talking, honestly, a lot about Disney and Universal theme parks. That will be a big part of this channel, because it is something that I literally can only talk so much about in my everyday life before I start sounding like a crazy person. So we're gonna do this together. For that, I love to talk about updates, trip reports, history, lists and rankings, news, merch, tips and tricks, kind of anything I want to. That's the thing about this. I dictate this. I also would like your opinion. If you have any ideas, I will make a video, because I need to do this. Now, for my personal history, if you want to know why I love entertainment and theme parks so much, my home park is Hershey. I'm really close to Hershey, PA, so it's an easy, like, once a summer drive to go and enjoy it. My first coaster was a wooden one in Idlewild, PA, which is kind of where my extended family lives, in like western PA. In 2009, my family went to Disney World for the first time, and the trip was like kind of life-changing for me. Both the planning and the actual trip itself, both of them, like, I feel like redirected my life. In the lead up, my mom and I read the book, the trip planning book for Disney, where it's like, it's thick and it gives you all information. But I was reading that book and I was like, oh my god, wait, there's like stuff here, and it's like a history and a story. And then I was like, oh my god, this is like an actual story. Like, whoa. Also leading up, on my iPad Nano, my dad put the WDW radio podcast, a few episodes on there for me to listen to. And I gotta say, I was so obsessed. I listened to those like multiple times. The one, I don't remember what the topic was, but I remember them, I think it might have been like baby care rooms throughout Disney and like reviewing or ranking them. I was like, oh my god, this is so interesting. So, I mean, this makes sense now. I mean, I honestly have, for like a 9-year-old, I have so many vivid memories from that trip. A lot of them are of fear. I can't lie. Like, I was so scared of so many things at Disney World, and I think that made it just like more memorable. Like, you remember fear a lot more than you remember kind of any other emotion. And I remember that fear, and I also kind of remember loving it. Like, I was like, why is this so scary? But like kind of in a good way, but also kind of in a I sobbed on the Bugs Life show ride. I was 9, by the way, and I was like sobbing. I don't think I rode Haunted Mansion because the word haunted was in it, and I didn't ride Dinosaur either. Good. Probably a good idea for a 9-year-old who's scared of the dark. And also kind of scared of dinosaurs, like, attacking me in my sleep. I also didn't ride Expedition Everest. Again, probably a really good thing for me. I think everything else I rode. Oh, of course I was scared of pirates, but who isn't scared of pirates at the age of 9? I guess my 6-year-old brother wasn't scared of pirates. My family went again in 2015, and on this trip, we also went to Universal, which I loved. The Harry Potter ride, Forbidden Journey. I was like blown away. I did the wand stuff. So cool. And it wasn't until a little bit later that I became like truly like obsessed. And it was honestly thanks to like Disney YouTube, like Disney history podcasts and all of that, like the online community. And obviously I loved it before that, but I never like really dig deeper until I guess it was college, like late high school, early college, that I became like, oh, okay. And then late college into adulthood, it's over for me. Recently, I've been on a good bit of trips to Disney with family and friends. A couple years ago, I got to go to Disneyland for the first time, which was the coolest thing of my life. It's now my favorite park. And a couple weeks ago, it's actually been longer than I'm like thought about, which is insane because I meant to make a video about it. I went to Epic Universe with my brothers for a little mini kind of day trip. It really is a great time to be like a theme park and entertainment fan because there's just like so much cool stuff happening. I do want to go over a baseline of things that I'm interested in, things that I like in the world, so that you know for future reference of context, I guess. I'm a big dark ride fan. I like kind of a thrilling dark ride, but I do prefer a dark ride to like a super intense coaster. Most of my favorite rides are either true dark rides or heavily themed coasters with like dark ride elements. I'm not a super high thrill girl. I love a Space Mountain and a Big Thunder Mountain. Don't love Velocicoaster. I'm glad I rode it once. That was it for me. I will ride a coaster once. The only rides that I really kind of refuse to do are ones that are too spinny. Like a flat ride that whips you around and spins, or a claw style ride. I'm out. Count me out. I'll hold the bags. Oh, and some motion simulators. The Simpsons makes me want to puke in a crazy way. I love getting snacks and treats at parks. I think that's so much fun to like kind of plan out where you want to eat, and even then when you're in the day of, not always getting that, but finding something so tasty and fun. And I'll definitely be talking about this a lot. On the other hand, I am gluten-free. Not fun, but a thing. Theme parks are kind of the best place to be gluten-free, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not celiac, but I am heavily gluten sensitive to where if I eat gluten, I get really bloated and nauseous and I have to lay down. I'm not gonna die, but I am gonna feel quite bad for a couple hours. And there are some like hidden gem snacks in both of these parks and meals that are gluten-free that I will talk about, that I'm thinking about right now, and if I could eat it, I would demolish a whole plate of it. I will kind of always be a movie person, I have to admit. Letterboxd top 4 movies. Read them right off my letterbox. First, we've got Romeo plus Juliet, the Baz Luhrmann film. I really do love an adaptation, I can't lie. I love that it's the original dialogue. I think it's just so special. Number 2 is 2005's Pride and Prejudice. Again, with the adaptations that I just love so much. Again, it's so romantic. It's so special to me. I could watch it 1,000 times. And it's beautifully shot. I think what gets me most about this one is the soundtrack. I'll write to the soundtrack. I'll like zen out to the soundtrack. It just like puts me in a state of mind that's just so peaceful. Third is La La Land. A little basic, I know, but I the music again. I think it's the music. The music really gets to me. I'm just like floating as I'm listening to like City of Stars. If I'm in a bad mood, I cannot listen to Another Day of Sun, or I will be hopping on a plane to LAX with a dream in a cardigan immediately. That song just makes me want to move to LA. And fourth is Everything Everywhere All at Once, which is maybe the best movie ever made. It's funny, it's heartwarming, it's wonderfully acted and directed and shot and edited, and the story and writing. It really is like a masterpiece. I've seen it so many times and I love it and I will always rave about it. And if someone says they haven't seen it, I will lose it. For TV shows, I'm kind of all over the place. I don't really have a favorite right now, so I'm not gonna get too far into that. But I have been watching Big Brother. But also, Paramount kind of sucks, so we're not gonna talk about Big Brother right now. For books, there's a lot I like. Like I said, I'm reading Dragons and Dating right now. I've got a few other books I want to read. I've got my list that I haven't read. I'm not gonna get too far deep into books, or any other media, because I kind of want to move on. I'm kind of getting sick of talking about this. Okay, general overview. I'm Laurie Rose. I'm 25 years old, kind of fresh 25, a little over a month and a half, a little under a month and a half of being 25. I live in Pennsylvania. I love running. I'm actually signed up for the Disney Marathon in January. Expect some like actual videos of me talking about running. Running does not come naturally or easy to me, yet I still do it. Not that I've done it in a bit, because it's been so hot and humid and I need to get over that and just do it. But it's hard. So that's okay. We work around. There's just so much you can expect from this channel now that I'm like revamping. I'm sure if you've seen my TikTok, you'll see I make a lot of those recently. Some of them did very well, some of them not so well, but that's okay. I'm just happy to be on this adventure and actually doing something. That's what I'm really struggling with, is that I haven't been doing anything substantial at least. So I'm writing again, writing scripts, writing, outlines for possible books, short stories, poems. I'm trying to like enjoy life, because I was really stressed for so long about kind of everything. And then I kind of had like an epiphany of like, I'm only 25 and I could literally change careers anytime if I want to. Not that I have a career, but I could just do things. I bought a guitar a couple of days ago, like a week ago. Can I play it? No. Have I ever played guitar other than music class in middle school? No. But I played the ukulele in high school, kind of, not really. That brings us to the end. I think next I'm gonna do my Epic Universe videos, so be prepared for those. I want to give I think I'm gonna do a 3-part. We are working through this together. We are gonna get through this together as I just exist in my life. Thank you. You have been you, and I have been talking. Please consider subscribing and liking this. You don't have to like this if you don't want to. This was not the best quality. This is just me doing this. I also need to make a video about D23 predictions before the end of next month, because next month is Destination D23 and I think I know what they're gonna announce. That's totally a lie. I don't. But I have a good idea just based on like business and timelines. I also would like to talk about how to do Disney trips on different budgets. That is something I find really fascinating, is what's worth it, what's not worth it. For Universal, how to have a good trip. Thank you for watching. Please consider, like I said earlier, subscribing and following along. Ring the notification, because I hopefully will have another video up, not months apart, hopefully. But you can also catch me on my TikTok or my Instagram, but mostly my TikTok. I've posted every day for a couple weeks now, which is really cool of me to do, to be consistent with that. So I will see you around. Please let me know if there's anything you want me to talk about, because I've got so many opinions. Thank you. Bye!